My beautiful people, we really think that we know what we really need. Like, I've spent so much time in my life turning down and ignoring opportunities, ideas, people, because I had a preconceived notion of what I needed, of what what was supposed to be, or the ideal situation, or whatever it is. Like, this is what I already have this perfect image or idea in my head about what it's supposed to be. And I end up turning down, ignoring amazing opportunities and situations and experiences and people because they don't fit in that mold of what I thought I needed. And I really sat back recently and asked myself, where does this idea of what I think I need in any category come from? Where does it come from? And most of the time, when especially if it's in an area that I feel like I'm not getting what I need, I'm not getting what I want, that idea that I had about what was supposed to go in that space was never really based on my purpose. These weren't ideas that were based in like, oh, well, my purpose is to really and truly try to support Black women, to really and truly try to uplift young girls, or to talk about more openly like these safe spaces of to discuss vulnerability and depression and anxiety and feeling like you're incompetent in certain situations. Like that, it wasn't aligned to that purpose. It wasn't aligned to who I've learned that who I am, and how I give and receive love, and how I give and receive help. You know, it wasn't aligned to any of those things. It was all based on just what I thought I needed. And I'm not even gonna hold you up. A lot of it was based on what I seen other people have, whether it be actual friends, family, on social media. It was never based on what I really and truly needed. And in retrospect, like when I really think about it, I have missed out on so many opportunities because I didn't think that it was, you know, that perfect thing, that thing that was supposed to go there. I say all this to say, really try to consider what it is you need in life, right? And where you think those needs are coming from. Now, if you're turning down things or you're saying no to certain opportunities, people, ideas, because you have a set of morals or a set of standards that you are looking at, that is perfectly fine. But we also got to think about how we check our standards, or, you know, or our morals. Do they have a little bit of bias in them? Because sometimes our standards, our expectations are just unreasonable. Right? They're in some sort of utopia in which, you know, everything is right with the world and it's just so perfect. And it's not to say that you can't have your perfect. You can't have, you know, what you've dreamed of or what you thought. But let me just be clear. If you had told me, I was gonna say 10, but maybe even just 5 years ago, that I would be in a space to openly talk about my feelings with whoever, and to be in spaces where I'm being vulnerable and I'm crying in front of people and I'm telling them about my life and I'm asking about theirs. Like, if you had told me that was going to be my life, I'd have laughed at you. But that was because along the way, I had been ignoring all the signs of my purpose. I had been shutting down all those opportunities to really get closer to my purpose and think about what it is that I really need, because it was all based on these ideas of what I thought I wanted, but it was never what I needed. Really think about what it is you actually need out of life. All those, we have all these different categories, you know, how we're being fulfilled physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. And in all those spheres of your life, whichever ones have gaps, there's something missing. I'm not getting something from, you know, the emotional category. I'm really not getting something, you know, financially or, you know, from my career. Whichever ones have these holes, if there have been moments that have come up for you to fill that hole, really think about your reason for not allowing that space to be filled. Really think about your reasoning for saying, no, I'm not going to allow this opportunity, this idea, this person to fill that space. Was it based on like a real understanding of what you needed in that space? Or did you say, you know what, that just doesn't look like what I thought I wanted or what I think should go there, so I'm not even going to give it a chance? Because I have not given so many things a chance. And I look back and I go, wow, I've wasted so much time, so many opportunities to be happy, so many opportunities to grow, so many opportunities to just be a better person, to experience life and to learn from other people. Because personally, those are all the things that I needed. And I kick myself because I'm sitting back thinking like, Lila, you've been needing these moments of growth, of these epiphanies. You've been needing these revelations in your life for so long, and you just got them like in the past, I don't know, like 3 years. But really and truly, you had the opportunity to get them like 6 years ago. I could have been growing back then. So that means right now in this space today, it would have been totally different. But everything happens for a reason. To be able to have the testimony, and we'll talk about testimonies another day. But really think about, is the thing that you say you need really what you need, or is it just what you want? And if it is what you want, is it based on any sort of real reason as to why that thing, that particular idea or concept should go in that space to fill those gaps or those voids that you have in your life? Because I know for me, I didn't have a real reason. I was just out here playing. I was out here playing with my life. Like, I was legit out here wasting my own time because I thought that that's what I needed. I thought that somehow this perfect idea or notion was going to come along. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you stop that thing from filling that void because somehow you're not good enough too. Oh, but that's another day. I can't even, okay. I told myself I was going to keep these down to 5, and here we are at 8. But really think about your reason for not allowing those voids to be filled, or if there have been opportunities for you to fill those voids and you haven't allowed them to be. What's stopping you? And are they real reasons? Are you actually turning down what you really need? Questions that need answering.